Keeping my video on for now. Let me know if the sound goes horrible because sometimes it can affect my sound and then I'll have to turn my video off. But I'll keep it on for as long as possible. So I joined this amazing family of oils end of November. I was introduced by Farinac. Before then, I didn't know much about essential oils. I'd heard about them. Some people were saying they're beneficial, but I didn't understand how. A lot of people use them because they have a nice smell. So I've been buying one or two bottles here and there from Dischem, and I had some oils, but I was scared to use them because I didn't understand how to use them, and yeah, it was just something very unknown to me. So when I joined doTERRA, it was very exciting. In the call when Farinac was telling me about it, I couldn't wait for her to stop talking so I could sign the form and just get on with it because now, I mean, she had me at certified pure therapeutic grade oils. And I thought, ha, natural, love it. So I joined and it was confusing. There's a lot of information, but there are sites that can help you to work through and to start building your knowledge. So I joined with the Home Essentials kit, which is currently on special for 20%, but I think you'll hear a little bit more about that a bit later. So the 10 oils arrived and I was super excited. And every time I get my order from doTERRA, it feels like Christmas. I can't wait to rip that packet open and see what the oils are. And then I can't remember what the oils do. I see them, I have them, but I can't remember. Oh, why did I want this one? Oh, what did they say this one does again? But I use the doTERRA website a lot to remind myself what the different oils do and what the benefits are. But I am thoroughly enjoying the journey so far. So the trouble started when I received my kit. I had a free bottle of Smart and Sassy, which I immediately added to the drinking water. I must say, I struggled through the first bottle or first two bottles because I could taste the oil and it wasn't ugh. But now I can't taste the oil at all. I just enjoy the flavors that come with Smart and Sassy. It's got a bit of mint in it. It's got some woody. I love the woody oils, all of them. I just love them. It's got a little bit of woodiness in it, and I stopped pretty much stopped drinking everything else, and I was just drinking water with Smart and Sassy. And after a while, I thought, phew, I wonder what pure water tastes like. So I put water in the bottle that I'd been drinking my oils in, and the smell was still there. The taste was still there. So they're quite strong, but such a wonderful taste, and no calories, and all the health benefits that come with it. They say the oils are not addictive. They're natural. Yes, they are natural. I don't know about the addictive part because I can't imagine life without the oils. Um, and my water just doesn't taste the same if it doesn't have some kind of oil in it. And now I've evolved into taking oils in my tea. And I'll share a little bit about that just now. So I love using my family as guinea pigs. It's just so convenient. So for myself, I've been using peppermint oil with mixed in a spray bottle of water. And in summer, it's nice because when you're feeling hot, you can just spray yourself and it cools you down and it smells so wonderful. I also suffer a lot from headaches. Um, and I've found that if I spray the peppermint on the back of my neck and I can put it, I don't know, rub it in my hands or anywhere on my body. I haven't diffused it yet, but I've applied it on my skin. I've sprayed it mixed with water, and you have to get the timing right. So as you start feeling like the headache is starting, and you use the peppermint, the headache goes away. It just dissolves, which is so beautiful. So I always have the bottle nearby to help me with that. Um, a few times I caught it a little bit late. then it's not as effective once the headache has set in. But what I did find works is copaiba oil. And I literally, okay, this is not a bottle of copaiba, it's peppermint, but literally if you put your thumb on the bottle and you turn it upside down a little bit, and then you put the thumb on the roof of your mouth, that's all you need. Um, and it can be effective for some headaches, which I have found very useful as well. And the taste of copaiba, I can actually, I don't know if it's because I've watched the video of where they get copaiba from, but I can literally taste the tree that they get the copaiba oil from. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's woody, so I love it. Um, lavender oil. So I suffer from mosquitoes terribly. Every season, everyone hears from me that the mosquitoes have arrived for this year and they attack me first. And usually I get the bump. The following day, it's a little brown spot which can last for up to a month, and it itches for about a month. So I really, really, I don't have a very good relationship with mosquitoes. I hate them. Um, the oils came to my rescue because I used to sit. I can apply Tabard or sleep, what peaceful sleep or any of that stuff that they sell at the chemist. The mosquitoes will still bite me through that. I can wear long clothes, long sleeve clothes, long pants, they will still bite me through that. So nothing in the shops work except for that extremely toxic mosquito coil that you burn and it stinks up the house. And sometimes they still try. Um, but once I saw a mosquito land on my leg, and the closest thing to me was a can of Doom, and I sprayed my legs with Doom because I didn't want it to bite me. It was that bad. But thank goodness for the oils. I have a non toxic way of getting rid of mosquitoes. So I diffuse, sorry, was that a question? Okay, not. So I diffuse lemongrass. When I start hearing a sound, I run for the diffuser and I switch it on and it's got lemongrass in it and they don't like the smell and they stay away. That is such a pleasant way of getting rid of mosquitoes and they don't come and bite me. They don't come into the house basically, or into the room where I'm diffusing the lemongrass. Now we have lemon eucalyptus, which is also quite effective. And we also have citronella oil. So I haven't got the citronella oil yet, but I can't wait to get it next time. And I'll use it definitely for those little buggers. Um, lavender oil. Oh, yes. So I got bitten by a mosquito and I thought, oh, they said that lavender oil is very good with minor skin irritations. So because I had oils, not from doTERRA, from Dischem, I thought, let me use that up first so that I can get rid of them. And I applied lavender oil from Dischem and it didn't work. And I thought, mm, does it really work? Then the next day I got bitten and I thought, okay, let me try the real thing and stop messing around. And I applied the doTERRA lavender oil. And lo and behold, within seconds, it stopped itching and the bump went away. So now I'm in love with lavender oil. I just love it. It's really, really effective. So I was on a call a few weeks ago with Courtney, and they were talking about lavender oil, and I think he mentioned that he enjoys it in his tea. So I was a little bit hesitant to apply my antihistamine to tea. And I also have a lavender bush in my garden. And I thought, this thing, it's supposed to stop skin irritations. How do I drink it? I couldn't. Obviously, it was a psychological thing. And I thought, you know what? There's no better way to test this. So I added a drop on my tea bag before I added the hot water. And oh my gosh, I have been drinking my lavender tea almost daily ever since. It is the most amazing experience. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. But it is addictive because it's so beautiful. First, the smell hits you before you even take a sip from your tea. And as you drink your tea, um, oh, it's such a beautiful feeling. Anyway, so I have my little lavender oil that I've fallen in love with. Um, so, using my family as guinea pigs, my poor mother, she's 84 years old. So she's got little aches and pains here and there. She's very active. She can't sit still. So she's always doing what she's not supposed to be doing, and she always ends up feeling sore somewhere. There's a joint that's ana. So I took Deep Blue. Um, the first time I used it, I didn't dilute it at all, and I rubbed it on her joint, and it worked. And she couldn't believe it. So she's a trained nurse, and my dad was a GP. He passed on a couple of years ago. So all her life she's been what, in the, I don't know, sickness industry, if I can call it that, where you use drugs for arthritis or for pain, um, or for any ailments that you have. So for her, using the oils was like, wow, what is this stuff? And she's very sensitive to drugs as well, and she doesn't like taking them. So when she's in pain, she's even reluctant to take a Panado. But something like Miprodol, which doesn't work for my headaches, which my son takes for his migraines, it knocks her out completely. So she's very sensitive to drugs. So for her, the oils have been absolutely incredible. And sometimes she's a little bit slow to admit the effectiveness that they have. I don't know why. Maybe she's shy. But the oils are such a perfect alternative for somebody like her who, and she can't believe that they actually work. I remember once she woke up quite early for her, which was around 6 a.m., and I could hear she was moving around, and I was surprised. I was thinking, where's she going? She didn't tell me she's going anywhere. She loves her sleep, and she likes to wake up when she's done sleeping. So that was very unusual. And it turned out that she had a stomach bug. Um, so she was going to the bathroom a lot. So I took some Zengest and I rubbed it on her tummy, and she felt better, but she wasn't sure. So for breakfast, she made some porridge, and it took her a couple of hours to eat it because she was scared that it would make her stomach upset. But nothing happened. And then she had lunch. By the afternoon, she was eating popcorn because the Zengest, it stopped. She said it felt like somebody was pulling her insides out. It stopped the diarrhea and it stopped the stomach cramps. And that was Zengest. And again, rubbed 2 drops of Zengest on her tummy. She didn't ingest it. And it worked like a miracle. So, falling in love with the oils. Um, what else did I do for her? Oh, so after her deep blue got finished, and I saw the price, and we ran out of stock. So I thought, oh, maybe I should dilute it with fractionated coconut oil. So I prepared a roller bottle for her. And because it was diluted, I was a little bit skeptical on how effective it would be. But let me tell you, it is still just as effective because that bottle goes with her everywhere she goes. And every time she feels a little niggle, she just rubs it where she's feeling the pain, and she's happy and up again, busy with her stuff, which maybe isn't such a good idea. I think she needs to rest a little bit, but she doesn't want to. Um, Oh, there was a time I mixed for her in a capsule. I mixed for her a drop of frankincense oil, on guard, and I don't know, a few other oils. And then I had to leave home. When I came back, she says to me, "What did you give me?" Because I never tell her what I give her. I just either rub it on or give her a pill to take. Um, so she really is my guinea pig. And she said to me, "What did you give me?" And I thought, "Oh, snap, what did I do now?" She says, "Yo, that stuff." She cleaned the entire house from top to bottom. She had so much energy. She's 84 years old. And she had so much energy. So I thought to myself, I better stop giving her the stuff because I don't know what it's going to do to her. But Yeah. So I gave it to her once, and that was the effect. So I've stopped giving her frankincense. On guard, I look forward to using it a little bit more now that we're going into winter season. I love the smell of on guard. I'll probably diffuse it because it smells so beautiful. And I'm looking forward to see the effects of it in winter. Please keep me honest on time. I could go on forever about these things. Um, so another recent thing she has, she feels dizzy and a little bit nauseous, and we don't know what that comes from. We don't understand it. So I took my little book and I checked what can be used for dizziness, and it had a couple of oils. Cypress was listed, cedarwood was listed, and I had them both. Um, so I So I put cedarwood on her palm, a drop of cedarwood on her palm, and I didn't know the cypress was so runny. So more than one drop came out. And I told her to rub on her hands and just smell it. The smell was too strong, but it did the work. It was very strong because I accidentally put too much. But she says she can feel it on the back of her head, exactly where the dizziness was. And it took a while for her to get over the smell, and I felt bad. But afterwards, I said to her, "Do you still feel dizzy?" She says, "She can't feel the dizziness. She just feels this thing on the back of her head." But when the feeling wore off, the dizziness had actually stopped. And of course, the Zen gest stopped the nausea. So I'm waiting to see how long the dizziness will come back. But I think it's still a good idea for her to just check with the doctor in case there's something that's causing it. But the oils work. And then there's my son. So he also suffers from migraines. I've asked him to use the peppermint water. He, in the beginning, he didn't get the timing right, so it didn't work. But now he knows when he starts thinking, is that a headache? Then he runs for the bottle and he sprays it, and it works. If it doesn't work or if it's too late to use it, he also uses the copaiba again, just on the thumb, um, on the roof of his mouth. And the first time he did it, he's like, "But there's nothing." I'm like, "No, that's enough. Just try it, and you'll see. We'll see if it works." And it does work. So again, I'm very happy because living with migraine and taking drugs is not something that I want him to do for the rest of his life. So the oils again have come to the rescue. Love that. So I could go on and on and on, but I'll start wrapping up now. There are quite a number of calls that we can join to learn more about oils, to gain more information. I love people's stories because that's where you learn about the different things that the oils, the benefits that the oils have. You can also learn other people's habits. Like I know Melanie, when she's on call, she's always got a bottle, and with the lid closed, she's always smelling it. And I can actually smell this. It's peppermint. And it was so funny. My mom has eye drops that she has to put in every day. And last night, as she goes to bed, I took the bottle of eye drops and I opened it and I'm smelling it. So I'm like, this one doesn't smell. And then I remembered it's eye drops. It's not an essential oil. Anyway, um, so yeah, I guess I am an addict. I don't know what they were talking about. They're not addictive. I wish there were oils that you could put directly into the eye because I think the results would be amazing. But of course, it's not safe to do that. The skincare. Oh my gosh, I was on a Thrive call, and I don't know if it was staged, but on the day they were talking about skin. And a few ladies, including Darlene, everyone came on the call and it's like, "Oh, hi everyone. I'm so sorry I didn't have time to put my makeup on." But their skin looked amazing. Everybody's faces looked like a baby's bum. And I thought, whoa, what is going on here? And all of them, I don't know, on that day, none of them had makeup on. So I thought maybe it's orchestrated. And then I think it was Anne who bought the the Virage kit, and she sent us a picture before she used it, and she sent us a picture later. So guess what? There's a special this month, and it's got Virage, I'm definitely buying that because I want my face to look like a baby's bum with no makeup. That would be such a winner. Um, LRP. I'm on LRP, and if you're not at a higher level where you're making a lot of money and you can buy any oil when you want it, it's very confusing putting together your LRP. So I spend days, you know, trying this product. Which one do I want now? Take it off and I put one in. And then on the first of the month, they introduce specials. And all that hard work that I did to put together my LRP order for the next month went out the window because now they were talking about new products and I wanted those products. So I think I found a system that now works for me to benefit from all the specials they get. So I only do my LRP order from the first of the month when I see what specials they have, and I definitely order whatever oil is on special for that month. And if there's room for other oils, then again, it's not easy to choose because I want all of them, but I can't have all of them at the same time. But I try and choose one that will benefit not just myself, but the family as well. Um, and then again, on the 16th, they introduce another fantastic range, which if I can, I have to get it. Like I'm getting the Virage now. But yeah, there's always great specials. And every time you hear somebody talk about what an oil does for them, it's something new that you learn. And oh, the journey I've just started. I'm just at the beginning of my journey, and I think I'm married to the oils for life. And I can't wait to to experience more and more and have every single one of the oils that they have on the market. And that is my story. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mamogale. That was incredible to hear how you are able to include so many oils in so many ways, so many different ways in your life. It's amazing to hear that there's an option for so many different things. And what that gives for us today with sharing the journey is that whatever your story is and whatever your journey is, there's a way to include these oils in an absolutely amazing way with a whole lot of support and with a whole lot of people
Mm.
that are able to guide you and to lead you through every single step. All right. What I wanted to, from my side, share today is part of the Be Brave, Not Perfect that we are running this month. And that is talking a little bit about how the oils have influenced my life and our journey in our home, where chronic illness is quite a big thing. I am a type 1 diabetic and I have been for 30 years. So, what I do every single day is inject. And people think that injecting an insulin or injecting a medication and then everything is fine is actually not that simple, because what happens is that you need to balance your blood sugar constantly. What type 1 diabetes makes different from the other diabetes is that the control is done in a different way for a lot of ways. And what happens is that my pancreas doesn't produce any insulin whatsoever. So it's more than just not your body being able to use it, it is that your body doesn't make any whatsoever. And for everyone, a lot of people have very many different chronic conditions and illnesses and things that you need to live with every single day. And the reason why I'm sharing this today is to show you that even though things can be difficult and tricky and challenging, there's still a way to get through with the oils. And the oils absolutely changed our lives. With the chronic conditions come a lot of extra things sometimes, things that you need to manage and control, where it affects your functionality sometimes, where I'm not able to focus as well, or where I'm not able to concentrate as well. Sometimes it's even dangerous to drive. and to go outside and do things where there are other people, because I have had circumstances where I cannot see, where the blood sugar is so low that you're not able to see what's in front of you. And I was busy with a job there, a work that I was doing, serving people in public. And that happened the one day where I wasn't able to see the people that I was serving. And that had a very big impact on my approach and where to go forward, because it made me feel like there's no way that I will be able to fit into society normally, because people don't understand. They don't understand that it's an extra challenge to deal with, other than just the standard of coping every single day. And then the oils came along. Darlene and I have been friends since school, and she introduced me to the oils. And it took quite some time for me to actually go for the oils, because as a diabetic, there's a lot of things that you need to think about when you use products. It could affect your blood sugar, which can affect your performance. It can affect your other organs in positive or negative ways. Any product that you use could have an influence. So for me, it was a little bit of a daunting step to take, to use these essential oils, because I've never heard of them. Just like Mamogale said, I didn't know what essential oils are. She found them in the pharmacy. I never even looked at them in the pharmacy, because I simply had no exposure to them. And the day that I opened my bottle of Balance, it changed everything. It changed my whole view of what possibilities are out there, even though there are challenges and fatigue and sometimes hospital and those kinds of things that you need to deal with, on top of everything at home, and helping the children and helping run the house and preparing dinner and just running the house every single day. It absolutely changed everything, because I was able to concentrate and focus more, and able to commit to what I was doing, instead of just rushing around trying to do a million things at once. Um, and at the moment, we are using the oils in so many different places in our lives that it's just amazing. There's no space on this page to show you all the oils that we use on a daily basis, because they all have a special place in our lives and a special thing that they're doing. I got up a while ago to put some oils into my husband's diffuser. He does not feel exactly the same way I do. He thinks they smell absolutely amazing, but the benefits there are, he does not see the benefits the way I do as yet. But still, he comes back for them every single morning. And that says something. So what I'm trying to say is that every single one of us is on a different journey. We have different things to deal with, different challenges to face, different ways to look at things, and and there's a way to include these oils, whether it be one or 10 of them, in every single one of our lives, whether it be just to cope with all the challenges we have with the environment at the moment, or whether it is to have a better sleep pattern, or whether it is with the children to help them cope through the day and just see a little bit more light at the end of the tunnel, between all the homework and the things that need to be done. There is a place for every single one of us in this journey with the essential oils, whether or not you go fast or slow, or you use one oil or you use 10 oils. There is there's a spot for every single one of us in some or other way with the oils. I can I can end on my side with the emotional side, where I can tell you that this particular range, as you can see on the picture, it shows different wording for motivation and cheer and passion, forgiveness, consolation, and peace. They all have some or other spot in our lives at some or other stage. And I can tell you that this particular range has impacted me in such a way that there is not a day that goes by that I do not use one or two or three of these oils, because these kinds of emotions have an effect on our lives very positively, very powerfully, and in big ways sometimes. And to be able to have something that you can hold on to, that can support you through the things that you need to deal with every single day, is absolutely fantastic. It's incredible to be able to use something of this level of purity that you cannot find anywhere, or just at any store or any shop that you walk into. To be able to have that and support my body with the challenges that we go through, with the diabetes, with the emotional challenges, it's incredible to be able to say that these oils have changed my life completely. Is there anyone else that would perhaps like to say something? I want to just end by saying that this is what it looks like for me now, compared to the whirlwind that we started with, where everything has a place. There are still a lot of things to look at every single day, but there's a place for every single one of those things in every single one of our lives. Thank you, everyone. Is there someone perhaps that would like to add on to that, or that has a story to share, that would like to tell us something that we haven't spoken about? No one. Everyone nice and quiet and happy. Definitely, Deborah, the emotions have a huge impact on our physical health. I can definitely say that they all impact in some or other way for all of us everywhere. And yes, they do provide, nature does provide in so many ways that we cannot even imagine sometimes. No one else that wants to ask a question, perhaps? Anyone that has something that's unclear?
I want to ask, with regards to like your insects on your plants and that outside, so your slugs and your snails and that sort of thing, is there anything you can spray on your plants?
I have seen posts about the plants, and I know that there are plants that complement each other as well, which have an influence on the activity of a particular plant. I know that people have said peppermint is amazing for plants, and they help to keep away the gogos as well. And I have tried it, and it does help, to give it that little bit of a boost, to keep the gogos away. They do not like the smell of peppermint very much. I do know, however, with dogs and cats also, that it has been said that you should also not overwhelm the peppermint throughout the house, because the animals might be sensitive to it. So for the plants, definitely the peppermint can have a huge support there to keep them away. I actually have a spray bottle with some peppermint in. I haven't tested any of the other ones, but I know that the peppermint does help.
So you've just mixed the peppermint with the water in a spray bottle and you just spray on the plant?
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to try that. Thank you.
That I use at the moment. Any other ones?
Sonette, if I may add to the recipes, I'm using a repellent that I use in my garden that I can give to you, Alison. I did share it in my slides as well. but if you have it, you can just pop me a message, then I can send you the slide of the presentation that I did. The one that I use gets 10 drops of thyme, 10 drops rosemary, 10 drops clove, 10 drops peppermint on 500 ml of water in a spray bottle. I did find that it's either the thyme or the clove that might be burning some of the plant. It depends on how sensitive the plant is. So on my huge, I don't know what you call it in English, we call it olifantsore. I think it must be elephant ears, but it's nice big plants. On them, I definitely had brown spots of some of the oil that burned the leaves, but it's not ugly brown spots, and it's definitely not harming the plant. It's just that brown spots that it did harm the plant, but the plant is not dying, and there's definitely no more lice on it.
Amazing. That's amazing to hear. Thank you for that, Marianne. I'm sure that Alison will be able to get it on one of the groups. Anyone else has something to add? No one. Thank you, ladies. It was amazing to share all this information with you. I hope that every one of you was able to get something from today's class, and that there's a benefit for you waiting right around the corner. I really hope that you enjoy your journey with the oils and that you reap even more benefits every single day. If there are any questions that you have, please do pop them in the chat. I'll keep the call open still for a while, or otherwise you are able to go onto our groups and ask everyone there also. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I hope the weekend that lies ahead is very productive and very blessed.
Thanks, guys. Have a lovely weekend, hey?
Thank you, Madeleine.
Bye.
Bye-bye.